Hello everybody, this is Bowblax here, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. That seems really weird to say, but I haven't done Let's Plays in about maybe 5-ish years. I remember the last one I tried to do that I never completed was Sonic Adventure 2, where I tried to play the Dark and Hero side simultaneously, but you're not here to hear about that. You're here to hear about Pikmin, and to a lot of my old viewers, this might be actually pretty nostalgic for you to hear me do this type of video. And to some of my newerish viewers, it might be a little strange. You might be used to seeing me make just normal videos in general, but hey, not to say that Let's Playing isn't normal by any means, but it's a bit of a blast from the past. For those of you who don't know, and I'll actually start at day 1. Normally I start at day 2, but I'm gonna start at day 1 just so I can explain myself and kind of have a more happy introduction or accurate introduction. And I'm not going to be editing any of these videos, so if I have any audio slip-ups, it's just going to stay in the video, or if I explain things in a weird way, it's going to stay in the video. And that's something I normally don't do. So normally I make very edited down rant-ish videos. I would say like scripted essay type videos. That's how the videos turn out, but I never actually end up scripting anything. I'm more of a rambler myself, but I'm finally going back to Let's Playing. I haven't done this since 2011, so I thought it'd be cool to do a complete throwback and redo a Let's Play that I did 8 years ago. 8 years ago, I set up a tripod in front of my TV in the living room, hoped that none of my siblings or parents were home or about to get home, and recorded my first Let's Play. I remember while doing the Forest Naval, for those of you who know that area, I'm just going to assume everybody knows this game and has played it. I'm not going to really bother explaining too much stuff, but for those of you who know what the Forest Naval is, the first time I went to the Forest Naval, when I did this Let's Play back in 2011, there was bacon sizzling in the background, and my sister was cooking in the kitchen while I did the Let's Play. That's something I remember. Unfortunately, all the videos from that Let's Play are gone besides day 2, which is uploaded unlisted, and I will leave a link in the description just for you guys who want to have a bit of a throwback for nostalgia. Now, for those of you who recognize my username for more recent endeavors, over the past few months, I've really gotten into the YouTube drama scene, which, for you guys who are just watching for gaming, or Pikmin in general and don't even know who I am, that might be a weird thing to hear. YouTube drama, I'm talking about stuff like Keemstar, I'm talking about stuff like, basically just Keemstar and Drama Alert and PewDiePie, it's basically stuff like that. That's kind of what I cover now on my other channel, and that's kind of what I've been busy with, and that's why I haven't been uploading a lot on this channel. Also, I've procrastinated a lot with uploading on this channel. You might realize that the last video I made Pikmin related on my channel is actually called The Problems with Pikmin, which is me expressing why I haven't really been into the Pikmin franchise as much of late, because if you guys didn't know, Pikmin used to be my most favorite gaming franchise. It was a thing I was absolutely addicted to. I have every version of Pikmin on every platform. Right now I'm playing the downloaded Wii U eShop version of Pikmin 1 on the Wii. I also have the disc version. I also have Pikmin 1 on the GameCube, 2 disc copies of that. I own Pikmin 2 on the GameCube, Pikmin 2 on the Wii, Pikmin 2 on the eShop, and of course Pikmin 3 and the downloaded version of Pikmin 3. So I have the disc and downloaded versions of Pikmin 3, and I actually got Pikmin 3, the downloaded version, a day early due to I think a GameStop deal, or like an EB Games deal, where I got to get the game a day early if I got the download code at EB Games at a certain time, and I went all the way to a different city on the SkyTrain to do that with my sister, and that was a very memorable moment. I had a lot of fun doing that, but yes, I very much like the Pikmin franchise. I even have a couple Pikmin plushes, but I did lose interest in the franchise over the years, mainly because the wait for Pikmin 4 was taking a really long time, and also the games just aren't really that replayable. Like, the first game is definitely the most replayable, and I can replay this game over and over again, and I'll never get tired of it. But the problem, and I said this in my video, the problem I have with the Pikmin franchise is that specifically with Pikmin 2 and 3, and very specifically Pikmin 2, the beginning tutorial section of the game is just way too long, and it's why I can never get back into the game, because every time I want to replay it, I have to go through those, like, first few days where they introduce you to all the Pikmin types, and they introduce you to, like, all the mechanics of the game, and it's just very annoying to go through. And obviously in Pikmin 3 and in the remake of Pikmin 1, you have the ability to go back in time to a specific date, and that's usually what I do with Pikmin 1, which I'm not doing this time just so I have time to, like, talk and explain things. But I usually go back all the way back to day 2, because that's when the game really opens up. The problem with Pikmin 3 is that the game doesn't really open up to where you can do anything in any order until you get all the Pikmin types, and that's the same within every Pikmin game, until you get all the Pikmin types. In Pikmin 1, you can get all the Pikmin types by the 3rd day. In Pikmin 2, you can get all the Pikmin types by, I think, the 5th day, but you also go through a lot of caves, so it's a lot of gameplay time. And then in Pikmin 3, you get all the Pikmin types at the very end of the game. So, and there's opportunities to explore in Pikmin 3 between the beginning of the game and when you finish getting all the Pikmin types, because that game's structured in a bit of a weird way compared to the first 2 Pikmin games, but it still takes a really long time for everything to open up, and that's really when the Pikmin games become fun for me. And as you can imagine, if you've played Pikmin 1 and 2, or Pikmin 2 and 3, it takes a while to get to those points, so it's definitely just not as fun for me to replay in general. If I was playing the games for the first time, every time, the game would be fun as fuck. But since I've played the game so many times, it just gets really aggravating after a while. And I mean, that's to be expected with every video game, right? But since Pikmin is like my favorite franchise of all time, basically, and has so few games in the franchise, I just tend to, me in particular, I tend to replay the games a lot, more than someone typically would if they were just, you know, playing the Pikmin games once, they're a Nintendo fan, and they move on to other stuff. I'm replaying Pikmin as a diehard a lot more than those people, and it definitely, the beginnings of the game definitely wear on you after a while, and honestly, I just got burnt out on Pikmin so much to where I never wanted to really play it again. I didn't really have any, like, reason to go back to it. But now that it's been about a year since I made that video, and a couple of years since I've kind of stopped playing Pikmin entirely, I've been watching Let's Plays specifically from the Runaway Guys and Arlo Plays, for those of you who know those channels. And it's really just gotten me back in the mood to play Pikmin and just want to, like, talk about it, because I was specifically watching Arlo Plays' Pikmin 3 Let's Play, and all he was doing was just talking about what he was doing in the game. He wasn't really expanding on any of his thoughts on the franchise or the game. He was a bit, but it's mostly just like, oh, look, my Pikmin are carrying these pellets, gotta put another one on, gotta, you know, get these Pikmin up to 10 instead of 5, and stuff like that, and he wasn't really explaining how to play the game or anything, he was just saying what he was doing. He was basically narrating his gameplay. And to me, I just had this burning urge to just talk about the game and how I feel about the game and what's going on in the moment, and how I just basically do like a live review. I'm such a rambler, and I just had this fucking burning sensation in the like pit of my stomach, like holy, or like in my soul or whatever. I know that sounds a bit cringy or whatever, but I basically was just like, I really, really want to just play Pikmin, record it, and talk about it really badly at 3 a.m. It's literally 3 a.m. I have a weird thing with myself to where during the day I'm kind of out of it, but at night I actually get like really active in the mind, which the words coming out of my mouth probably doesn't really seem that way because, you know, I am tired. It is 3 a.m., you know. I do have a relatively normal sleep schedule, not as normal as I would like. Typically I wake up around 12 right now, and I kind of want to reduce that down to like maybe 10 a.m., 9 a.m., maybe even 8 a.m. But, you know, my sleep schedule isn't completely atrocious, especially compared to a lot of other YouTubers. And I just, for some reason, at nighttime, just get these, like, urges to do pretty, like, creative things or work on something or just do stuff, you know? It's kind of strange. I don't know if anyone can relate to that. I'm borderline nocturnal, I guess, but, yeah, I mean, if I'm talking about video editing in particular, which if you look at my other channel, that's just called Bowblax, not Bowblax Gaming, you can see that I do a very extensive editing. Sometimes I have to edit for like 12 hours straight. I only can edit during the night. I don't know why. I just can't really edit during the day. It's just not something I like doing. It's really strange. But yeah, this video so far. Normally people do it like day 1, day 2, or whatever for these videos. I think for this video in particular, I'm going to do 2 days. I might do 2 days per video. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going to record, upload this, and see what you guys think. This is not going to be edited in the slightest. Most Let's Play videos aren't, well, actually, I'm sure most people who make Let's Play videos put it in an editor, go over it, you know, maybe adjust the volumes or something. But I'm just gonna try and do this record this through my OBS, through my stream setup, and kind of see how it goes. In general, I've actually been streaming a lot. You can follow my Twitch on twitch.tv/Bowblax, but self-plug aside, because I actually really do want people to follow me there because I do stream a lot. I'm just a big rambler. I love streaming, I love rambling, and honestly, the reason I want to do videos again in particular is because when I stream, I talk so much that I can never keep up with chat. There's only like less than 10 people in the chat, and they're constantly talking. But I really want to reply and react to every single comment, but every single comment puts me on a rant, and then it's just like the comments pile up, and if I have more than 5 viewers, it's literally just me consistently talking the whole time, to the point where I don't even play the game anymore. So I was just thinking, well, if I want to ramble so much, I might as well just, you know, record these videos, and if someone says something in the comments that gets me intrigued, I might just whip out the recording and react to that comment on a video, and then release the next video, and it might be a bit better that way. And then also, you know, I have a video on my YouTube channel, I have content to be produced on this channel, and I just think it's good overall. I've kind of abandoned this channel, not just because of the new channel's success, which is just called Bowblax now. If most of you have been subscribed when this channel was just called Bowblax, not Bowblax Gaming. Now my username is kind of synonymous with a completely different genre of content, but not even before that happened, I've kind of abandoned this channel to an extent, just because I haven't really felt the motivation to create. Well, I mean, I like creating, but I haven't really felt like inspired, just because, I'm not gonna lie, it's because of the low viewership, and some people might say, like, hey, that's a bit scummy, you should be passionate for what you do regardless of the viewership, and I am, but the viewership really motivates me to make on the speed I make content. Not necessarily if I'll make content or not, but at the speed. Because I'll keep making content even if nobody watches it, but I feel more of an urgency to bring content out to you guys, and more of a motivation to continue making content if I have a bigger response, you know? And that's not to disrespect any of my loyal viewers, like the couple people who have watched my videos consistently. I'm very grateful for those people. And I recognize a lot of usernames, and I am so happy that you guys have stuck around for this long, because I do feel like the people who have stuck around for the longest time are here specifically for my personality at this point, because I have not done a great job of keeping up content, and those are the type of people that, I don't know, I just really appreciate, because That's what I think are special about my videos, is the way I talk and what I talk about and how I talk about stuff, and just me as a person in general, my personality. And if you guys are here for that, then rather than like the content I cover in particular, that's very, very valuable to me. And I don't know, I just really find it it just really makes me happy that people enjoy what I have to say so much that they were willing to take some time out of their day to watch it, even if they're bored on an off chance. But enough of the sappy stuff. I figured I'd cover all the sappy stuff while my Pikmin are drinking the sap. It seems pretty appropriate. But I feel like this channel, honestly, I really don't need to upload to it anymore. I'm having a lot of success on my new channel that I started for drama, and everything has been going really well for me. I'm so happy for my success over the past few months. I've been able to meet a bunch of like really big creators and talk to people and really be part of the community, and I'm so happy for that. It's something I've always wanted over the last 8 years of making content. But so I really don't need to upload to this channel, but I really just wanted to because I still love playing video games, and my other channel isn't really about video games, so I can't really, you know, pop in a game and do a let's play. And honestly, I still really care about Pikmin, something I realized once I was watching those let's plays by the Runaway Guys and Arlo plays, is that I still really love Pikmin, and it's just that I kind of got burnt out, that I had to take a really long break. But honestly, like, I'm really feeling the love for Pikmin again, and why I love the franchise so much, just because of, like, the strategic elements. It just makes me so happy to play this game. Not just because of the atmosphere and the Pikmin and just the aesthetic of the game in general, and because I grew up with it, and how I didn't just grow up with this game, right? I grew up with this game as a kid through childhood, but I also grew up with this game through my YouTube career. I started my YouTube career making a Let's Play on this game, and I continued it by covering news of this game and doing the Day 1 Let's Play of Pikmin 3, and it really started my passion for gaming, but it also started my passion for video creation. So I just owe so much to this franchise, and also I absolutely love it. I'm absolutely in love with the aesthetic, the gameplay. I still love strategy games to this day. One of my favorite one of my favorite genres, excuse me. The reason why I got so into League of Legends is because of the action slash strategic element to it. In a sense, I feel like League of Legends and MOBAs in general are a online multiplayer version of Pikmin, in a sense. I mean, obviously they're very different in the way they play, but genre-wise, it's a mixture between a strategy game, because obviously MOBAs actually came from the strategy genre because they used to be a mod of StarCraft, which is a top-down strategy game, and it mixes it with action, real-time action. You're controlling a character, you're casting spells as that character. You're not necessarily controlling a bunch of units, but it still has that same strategic origins. You still have a bunch. You have to play around the map, be strategic as a team. There's a lot of strategy elements to it, but it's also an action game, and that is the perfect blend for me. The Pikmin is basically the equivalent of a adventure slash strategy game. It's basically like a Mario or a Zelda mixed in with the strategy genre, and that's what I love about it. And obviously, the strategic elements of Pikmin have been kind of minimized in other games, and the focus has shifted. Like, for example, in Pikmin 2, the strategy is at an all-time low with the dungeons, because the dungeons are more just like adventure and not really strategic-based. And then Pikmin 3 is still strategy-based, but it's still more about just going through the adventure and having a linear, fun time. But with this game, it's more about kind of maximizing strategy and stuff. Like, even now, right here at day 2, I'm trying to get this part, and then while I'm getting this part, I'm going back to deal with the yellows, and there's a lot of like time management and stuff. And that isn't really present in the last two Pikmin games, Pikmin 2 and 3, until like a couple hours into the game, once you have like all the colored Pikmin, or yeah, basically at that point. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really giving a full picture of what I'm trying to say. I'm not really the best at explaining stuff because I see stuff from my perspective and what I know, and then sometimes I have a hard time explaining the context to everything I'm about to talk about. So if you haven't really played any of the Pikmin games, or have heard me talk about Pikmin in the past, you might not understand fully. I highly recommend you watch the video that I uploaded called The Problems I Have with Pikmin, because that video really just kind of highlights what I'm talking about in terms of Pikmin 2 and 3, and how they take a while to ramp up. Also, I did press the minus button instinctually as if I were to switch to Louie, because I don't know, I'm just used to having multiple captains. So it'd be really cool if they made a remake of Pikmin 1 on Switch. Obviously with better graphics and I think the AI and structure of Pikmin 3. If they had that in, it would be really great. Not just a graphical update, but also a mechanical update. And then also, if they had multiple captains in Pikmin 1, that would be so cool. I mean, it would make the game a lot easier. But actually, I think a cool mode they could make, and this wouldn't be the main mode, but a cool mode they could make, is if they made a hard mode, or a multi-captain mode, where they have 2 captains, or 3 captains, but they change the day limit from 30 to 15. I think that would be so cool. So it would be harder, but then it would also be easier with the multitasking, so it would kind of balance out. And it would really tighten the strategy in the game. I think that would be a really cool mode. Or just make it custom to where you can have a custom amount of days to beat the game, and then you have a custom amount of captains or something like that. I think that would be super cool. Also, I'm really curious to hear in the comments, what is your record in beating Pikmin 1? For me, it's doing it in 11 days, as you saw on the file select screen. But I'm curious what your record is. I know the world record is 6 days, but that is absolutely insane. I would never be able to do that. In this playthrough, I'm probably not even going to get it to 11 days, because that's when I was, like, really crunching for time. But yeah, this is going to be just more of a casual playthrough. And just a casual chat, too. I'm not going to do any freakouts, I'm not going to do any gamer rages, or over-exaggerate how I feel. These are just going to become some late-night recordings. It's literally 3:45 a.m. And I'm just going to upload them and see what happens. Not really going to worry about getting into the YouTube algorithm, not going to worry about videos popping off. It's just going to be a nice chill chat. For the people who have stuck around on this channel for so long, I feel like you guys deserve some content, and obviously, as a content creator whose goal has always been to grow, I've wanted to make content that would do well in YouTube recommended and searches, and just be nice and really polished for you guys to watch and get entranced by. But now that I'm already kind of focusing that for my main channel, I feel like I don't really need to do that anymore for this channel, and I don't really have to worry about it getting a bunch of views or anything. I can just upload whatever I want and just have a chill, nice time with you guys. Just a nice outlet where we can talk to each other. You talk in the comments, I talk in videos, and yeah, I will be open to fully acknowledging you in the comments for a video, for like the next video. So like if you talk in the comments of this video, I will 100% bring up your name and talk about your comment in the next video that I upload, because I kind of want this to be, in a sense, like a live stream, but just more slow-paced, where I can, you know, actually sit down, read the comment, think about it for a while, talk about it on the next video, and it's just not as hectic, because with streaming, I always feel like I'm on a time limit to like reply to the comments, and I never really have enough time before the next comment comes, and I can have some nice flowing conversations, but when there's a lot of viewers involved, it's a little hard to get to everybody. And I feel like it's just a lot better doing it this way. But I'd love to just hear your feedback and thoughts in the comment section, just in general. Oh no, did I throw a bomb, Pikmin? Okay, that's not too bad. Let's see if we can get this back in time, or at least a good amount of it back. I think we might be able to. It says end of sunset, but we're not at that final countdown yet, so it should be not too bad. Try to get some yellows on that. Get 40 Pikmin on that. And yeah, hopefully that gets back soon. We have 40 Pikmin on it. Most of them are flowers, so it should not be a big issue. Also, why did I pick up so many bomb rocks if I'm not going to use them? That is a great fucking question. But yeah. Also, maybe I shouldn't swear in these videos, you know. I'm not really in a scenario where I really need to swear. This is a kid's game, so not really any need to, so I apologize for that. Obviously I'm not editing these videos, so I can't bleep it out, but if any younger people are watching, don't say that word. Just don't say that word. Not worth it. It offends people, and yeah, you shouldn't really say that word. Don't want to teach you guys to swear. That's not my intent. And I apologize if I've ever done it in the past, previously in this video. I'm just gonna try not to do it, okay? But anyways, yeah, that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoy it. It feels so weird to be making a Let's Play again. It feels so fucking weird. Especially even making a video that I'm not gonna edit. I'm literally gonna upload this the second I'm done recording it, which just seems so weird to me. But hey, it's an experiment, and I hope you guys like it. You may not. If you don't, feel free to say it in the comment section. I really value your opinion, but I think this is a pretty good idea for the channel, and I think it will work out well. Anyways, if anyone has sat through this entire 27 minutes, I heavily appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next episode when we go back down to the Forest of Hope. See you guys then.